you're missing out on 250 to 700% growth in your medical practice. We can change that. The WSRSP formula. And I know you love mnemonics, so you can use it like this: world shall respect sincerity and passion. WSRSP. Before I start, here is a warning. This video will transform you as a person. It will give you the freedom to live your life the way you want it. And this half an hour will be the best 30 minutes you spent on this planet as a doctor till date. So if you don't want it, you can move on right now. Do you know of any doctor who doesn't want more patients, who don't want to perform more surgeries, who doesn't want to create a personal reputation, who doesn't want to increase the revenue and profits, who doesn't want to expand his or her medical practice, who doesn't want to innovate with new treatments and newer technologies, and who doesn't want to get ahead of the competition? Do you know of any such doctor? Obviously, you don't. But then, out of millions and millions of doctors out there, how many actually are able to achieve it? 10, 50, 100, 1,000, 5,000. That's it? Just 5,000 out of millions? That is less than 1%, less than 0.5%. 5 out of every 1,000 or even lesser. Isn't that astonishing? Isn't that shocking? Isn't that just unbelievable? No matter how hard the reality might be, it is actually a reality. And today, I want to share why this happens. We are going to cover everything about your medical practice and especially the solutions. So just be sure that you are focused and hooked on till the end, as believe me, you don't want to miss a single word. In fact, you can't afford to miss it. There are a lot of issues, a lot of problems, a lot of concerns. But the solution is a very simple one. When a doctor says that he or she wants more patients, then there is a flood of problems. Number one, lack of knowledge of promotional methods that definitely work. Number two, old promotional methods that have stopped working. Number three, patients' behavior has changed in these new digital times. Number four, new competition has emerged out of thin air. Number five, environmental and market changes and safety issues and concerns. Number six, inability to create a differentiator or USP. Number seven, lack of ability to invest in the latest equipment and technology. Number eight, higher charges than others. Number nine, do not know how to constantly improve your reputation. And number 10, starting in a new location. And yes, we are going to talk about the solution, so stay with me. I am here to help you. When a doctor says that they want to do more surgeries, then they are again stuck and helpless by another cyclone of problems. Number one, lack of proper infrastructure. Number two, lack of efficient and trained staff. Number three, unable to match the rates of a corporate and branded hospital. Number four, unable to keep up to the quality benchmarks set by these corporate hospitals. Number five, lack of all the insurance covers for the patients. Number six, inability to showcase credibility and trustworthiness to patients. Number seven, not skilled to handle price and fee negotiations. Number 8, unable to generate highly profitable incomes due to tie-ups and revenue sharing contracts. Number 9, unable to remove the fear of surgeries from a patient who has other options. And number 10, lack of ability to showcase experience in surgical procedures. It's a solution that really matters, and that is where I excel, and I will be sharing it with you today. You are in safe hands. Now, when a doctor thinks that his or her reputation needs a lot of revamp, as this is the most reliable and time-tested method to get endless number of patients, then they open a whole can of new problems. Number one, no experience on how to build a personal brand. Number two, no time to dedicate to creating their reputation. Number three, too scared to experiment as it's too risky to play with their own name. Number four, don't have any time-tested and proven strategies or tools. Number five, do not have a lot of leaders or influencers in their specialty that they can follow. Number six, not confident about self. Number seven, lack of content creation skills, be it video, audio, images, or text. Number eight, cannot come up with fresh ideas that appeal to patients. Number nine, no mentor or guide to help them step by step. And number 10, inability to promote their content in the right manner. It's okay, do not worry. I have all the solutions, as I have proved those by working with countless doctors, clinics, and hospitals. This is what I will share with you today. So then, what does a doctor do? He doesn't know how to increase his revenue and profits. It's not easy, as he tries to have more financial stability. He encounters another set of issues. Number one, cannot increase his fees, which has been there for a very long time. Number two, can't cut down costs by reducing the facilities. Number three, does not have or does not know how to create the productivity of his staff. Number four, lack of understanding of the most effective promotional methods. Number five, doesn't have the right partner to give them results in the digital world. Number six, can't reduce referrals and the shares. Number seven, does not know how to constantly increase the number of inquiries. Number 8, can't increase inquiries to footfalls ratio. Number 9, can't increase footfalls to surgeries ratio. And number 10, not quick to adapt to new treatments or technologies that are the most popular and in demand. By now, you have a pretty solid understanding, but let's go a little deeper, as the solutions I offer will transform you into a completely new person. So now, what do doctors do? They cannot expand their medical practice as they, number one, don't have enough savings to put in expansion. Number two, don't want to take huge loans and risk all of it. Number three, can't hire experienced and well-trained staff who demand much higher salaries. Number four, can't afford the high fees of experienced professionals. Number five, do not have an end-to-end guidance even if they have the money. And number six, the biggest issue, they are not confident that they will be able to recover the investment, as they don't have the right promotional skills. Do not worry. Everything is possible, and I have done it for thousands of times in my career in the healthcare industry to give you the assurance. I don't take half measures, as to me, it's your success that makes me successful. Doctors then think that let's innovate and offer some new treatments or invest in new technology as if that was easy. In fact, that can prove to be even more difficult, as the problems they bring along is a whole another monster in itself. Number one, lack of understanding of pricing. Number 2, too much time and effort required to create effective promotions. Number 3, incomplete knowledge of market trends and patient behavior changes. Number 4, cannot justify the new offering to patients who have other options. Number 5, do not know how to compete with the cheaper competition offering obsolete treatments or machines. And number 6, inability to pinpoint the audience who will be interested in the new offering versus who will not be. It's a tough world out there, but then you don't have to really worry about it. I have your back. I will not let you fall. In fact, I will make you walk with pride. So then, can a doctor really get ahead of the competition? The doctor next door, the hospital at the end of the lane, the daycare or nursing home visible from their window. Is that easy, or that also comes with its own set of issues? Number 1, lack of complete understanding of competition's strategies. Number 2, competition gets all the benefits due to unethical practices and you don't know a way around that. Number 3, they have a lot more experience and way more money to promote themselves. Number 4, do not have any guidance or strategy on how to beat the competition. And what does all this lead to? How does this impact a doctor's life and personality? Slowly but surely, the doctor starts to lose self-confidence, starts to count his savings rather than look at growth options, starts to count his past achievements rather than look at new ones, starts to blame everyone on or everything on the patients, on the society, or more successful peers, and on corporates, starts to live and spend most of his time in isolation, starts to look at alternate sources to increase his income, starts to try 100 new things but gives up at the first failure, cuts himself from his close friends and family members, gets angry and bitter at his patients who don't agree with him, starts to shout or ignore his staff who are working for him, thinks he's over the hill and secretly believes that there is no more excitement or fun left in this lifetime, moves to spirituality as an escape mechanism to cut himself off the world, sleeps with worries and wakes up with worries, goes down in mental as well as physical energy day on day, looks for quick wins and magic pills all the times, and fails to put in any considerable amount of effort, thinks that everyone should respect and appreciate him, but fails to do the same for others, lacks enthusiasm and hope about the future, doesn't want to make any investments, and gets angry and upset when someone suggests those. The frustration and restlessness leads to anxiety and mental fatigue, which leads to bad financial decisions, which leads to poor health as the body takes a toll, which leads to a restricted life, a life in a shell, a life where there is no hope, a life of a prisoner who doesn't know what to do apart from just eat, walk and sleep. That is the life which is exactly the opposite of what you want. You want to be a person who is full of freedom, who is like that child who can do whatever he wants and still be loved by everyone. You want to be cared for and appreciated. You want to have the financial freedom and stability to live your dreams. You want to get the respect of your patients, your peers, your friends and your family. You will wake up every day with excitement and enthusiasm and see how beautiful the world is. The world where your talent, your skills, your hard work is not just appreciated, but you have the freedom to live the life like you want to. You will be a free man, a free bird, and you will be able to fly and soar to new heights with this new knowledge and with my support. And it's easy and simple. So let's talk about it. Understand this basic fact first. Marketing is not about messaging. It is all about timing. A great idea or a great message will not work if presented at the wrong time, but it will do magic and wonders if presented at the right time. So you need to understand the time. You need to understand today's scenario. And what is today? Today is a world where people live in the digital world. They spend more time on mobile, smart TVs, with smart devices, and this will only increase. That is the trend you need to understand. If you understand this trend, then life is sorted for you. You have made the most significant change, as now you understand the trend and you understand the timing. So, if you have to attract new patients, increase your income, expand your practice, and beat your competition, then you need to master digital. No, not just be on digital, you need to master it. And it is simple. It is simpler than learning any new skill. And I can tell you, as I have done this for thousands of doctors. So, what do you need to do? Let's talk about the WSRSP Formula. World shall respect sincerity and passion. W. You need to ensure that you have a website that wows the patient. Remember that they live in a world of Amazon and Netflix and Uber and Facebook and Instagram. You need to match those standards. Remember that when a patient is looking at your website, he is probably also looking at 3 to 5 other websites. So how can you stand out? Number 2, S, search engine. You need to be in the top rankings on Google. If a person is searching on Google, he has a need. He needs your services. He is in pain. He needs help. So you need to be present on Google, as that is where you will find patients who are most likely to take your services. You just don't need to be present over there, but you need to be there at the top. R. You need to have excellent ratings and rankings. Social proof is amongst the top 3 reasons why people choose anything. So it is equally important for you to have great reviews in terms of quality and in terms of volume. It is equally important for you to make sure that these are not just on Google, but also in video format, as they add a lot more credibility. S. You need to create a brand on social media. Do not just post anything that comes to your mind. Do not just post whenever you want. The patients want a brand. They want to feel good when they interact with you digitally. They want consistency. They want empathy. They want a person, not a robot. So create a brand that is human yet aspirational. P. Personal brand. You need to share your thoughts with the world via videos, podcasts, or articles. I don't need to tell you the importance of personal brand and reputation in the healthcare industry. It is your door to getting endless patients, opportunities, tie-ups, fame, and of course money. But just like social media, here also you need to be structured, have a solid plan, ensure that you have the best content which is unique and which is not available anywhere else. As I said, this is simple. It is easier than learning to ride a bike, or learning to sing, or learning to cook, or learning to speak. If you could do those, you can do these also. And this is exactly what I teach in my club. The club provides learnings, interactions, networking, and practical tips shared by me and other club members, successful doctors from a wide variety of specialties and locations. Live interactions every week, step-by-step material, and checklists to achieve your goals and lead the life of freedom that you truly deserve. Most importantly, the club has the solution to everything that we have discussed and everything that you need. Tried, tested, bulletproof methods that give you the solution in the simplest and the most effective manner, so that you can get all the freedom that you truly deserve. So, if you are interested and if you don't want to waste even a single day and want to live the glorious life of your choice, then just click on the link below and apply now. We rarely reject anyone, but what is most important for us is your commitment. If you have the commitment, then this club is for you, the Medical High Achievers Club.